Now on BBC One, we go live to Glenfeshie for extended highlights of the Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament 2014.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2014 Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament here at Glenfeshie. We've seen a thrilling afternoon of plate golf at this year's event, each participant having now completed their required 18 holes of qualification, handed in their scorecards and popped into the clubhouse for further refreshments. Surprise, surprise. Talking about surprise, there was a surprise and a major shock today. All three Swavi brothers failed to reach the final. So a new champion will be crowned this year. Another of last year's finalists also missed out on the chance of some silverware, as my own son, Paul Judge Hardy Jr., continues to disappoint. Oh dear me. Honourable mentions go to debutants Wilson and Riley alongside the tournament's first overseas competitors, the Polish duo of Schuchter and Drozdowski. It appears that the European players had a little trouble adapting to the demands and rigours of the British plate golf environment, but we hope to see them again back at next year's event. And finally, our man on the course. Fraser Putter Prince has carried over his poor form from last year's tournament. With no chance of winning anything bar the wooden spoon, he will once again be out on the fairways of Glenfeshie, reporting back to us as the final progresses. And so, to the finalists themselves. Famed for his long drives, Lee Chicken Dog Leg Carer scored a highly respectable and consistent pair of 29s in qualifying. However, whispers from the Glenfeshie clubhouse have suggested that his short game could be his Achilles heel. Putter Prince has managed to grab a quick word with him. Over to you, Putter.
And with me here we have Lee Carer, one of the finalists, one of the chosen ones.
Yes.
Lee, tell us about your rounds out there. You played some good shots, I hear.
Yeah, I had a pretty good couple of rounds, two 29s today, so pretty good. Yeah, solid day. It's been a long time coming. Last year it wasn't quite my year, so
yes,
glad to be here.
And you're a bit slow to get going this morning. Do you think that might have affected your performance? There was some chat that perhaps you spent a little bit too long in bed this morning.
Yes, tends to be the way of the carer. Chicken leg likes his bed. But no, yes, it's new plates this year, so it was a slow start getting used to the...
And finally, who do you think is your biggest challenge here today? Who do you have to overcome in order to lift this trophy?
I'm looking out for Rossi. Rossi's looking very strong. Yes, he's playing some excellent mind games.
There you have it.
Yep.
The word on the course, Rossi is the man to beat. Maybe.
Not only responsible for much of the high quality hospitality at Glenfeshie, and also the co-designer of this year's course. Ewan the Phantom Flan Flinger. Now that is not easy to say. He is not short on ability or confidence after his incredible 27 on the way in. Fraser has managed to grab a quick word with the man they call Rossi.
Rossi, a strong performance out there on the course. Tell us about how the course played for you. Any highs and lows?
The course was well set up. Fantastic job. I think it's the best course ever seen in plate golf. I think it will never be rivalled. For me, certain holes were a bit more difficult. With a sore elbow, it's quite hard to get the proper spin on the plate to bend it in certain directions. But I'm quietly confident that I should win a lot of money for people who've bet heavily in the Eastern Asian markets on victory.
Yeah. And while we're on the subject of Eastern Asian markets, it's a good opportunity to chat about the international flair of this year's competition. We've had competitors from overseas. We have two Polish competitors for the first time. Do you think that's changed the competition? Because obviously different countries have a different approach to plate golf. Have you noticed a difference in the way people have approached this tournament?
I think so. I think opening up the competition, opening the borders, it's interesting, these boys coming across and playing. They don't really know how to do it, to be honest. They're fairly poor, but I'm sure in a couple of years' time they might be able to challenge at the lower league level. But to us, we need a lot of heavy investment in Polish plate golf, and they struggle to find that. The Russians have come across into Eastern Europe more and more. Problem, It is very, very much so. But the Russians are investing heavily in sort of adapting plate golf across there. So
next year could be a very different story.
Not really,
It was an unmistakable sartorial combination of velvet jacket and tangerine socks. Another veteran of last year's event, John the Historian Dick, emerged from a difficult qualifying section, shooting an all-round solid 57. The bookies have him halfway up the board, but how did he rate his own chances? Over to you, Fraser.
Okay, next we move on to a quick interview before the proceedings kick off with John here, otherwise known as Celebrity John. John, what's it like to be a celebrity and a plate golf finalist in the 2014 Judge Hardy tournament?
I'll be honest, Fraser, in some ways it's a curse as much as a blessing. The media attention has been quite intense, as you'll know. I mean, you can see here the scrum that we have. I think in many ways the important thing to remember is that at this stage we're all role models for the kids, for watching the game, want to get into the game in the future, and I would say I'm happy with that because I'm a pretty fucking awesome role model.
Sneaking in under the radar as a somewhat unknown quantity, first time Andy Albatross Robertson squeezed into the last five with a single shot to spare, sealing his place in the final. Could he surprise us all? Fraser is with him now.
And we've managed to pull Andy away from the fans and grab a quick word before tee off in the final. Andy, what do you think the strong part of your game is? Where do you think that you could perhaps have the edge over your competitors?
Well, I like to think I'm quite consistent. I don't go for the crazy shots. I don't go for the hole-in-ones. What I do is I play the easy game, the consistent game.
Absolutely.
I'm slightly concerned the state of my plate right now. It's had a bit of a hammering. There's no rim.
Yeah.
So I'm slightly concerned for the second round, I've got to admit. But
and when and how did you lose your rim?
On the very last hole of the qualifying round, actually. Yeah.
So this is a bit of an unknown quantity.
This is an unknown quantity, so anyone that's got money on me.
Your odds. I must say, Andy's starting teeing off at 5-1, I believe.
And 16-1 for at the start. So easy money.
It's looking good. It's looking good. And do you have a particular favourite hole? Sheep Tickler's Ridge, Dogger's Quarry, any of these? Perhaps Wilson's Corridor.
Wilson's Corridor is a classic, for me. I hit it on the first time round, but the second time I played round Wilson's Corridor actually. But I enjoy a bit of the Tickler's Ridge actually, definitely.
Yeah, we all do. And we wish you the best of luck, Andy.
Thank you very much.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Emerging from the qualifying rounds as a favourite for this year's silverware, Kenny Hilly-Tom surprised many with a stunning 25 on the back nine. With this record-breaking score under his belt, the question is, can anyone stop him? Fraser is with him now, so let's find out what the favourite has to say for himself.
And finally we're joined by our final competitor in this year's final of the Judge Hardy International Plate Golf Tournament. It is none other than Kenny Toms. Kenny, talk us through your first round performance.
Well, it was a very, very tough ask. Obviously, I had to put up with all sorts of terrible play from my accomplices on the course. And, I have to say, it was very difficult to maintain one's concentration. However, I battled on to the end, and thankfully, I shall now have the opportunity to play with some similar-minded good fellows with the ability to play pit golf, actually. So I'm very much looking forward to the final.
And do you feel any added pressure going into the final as the favourite?
No, none whatsoever.
The favourite. It's not going to affect anything.
I do feel my scorecard was unfairly marked. I think Paul Judge Hardy has deducted at least 5 shots from that.
Well, to be fair, 25 in the back 9 is more than respectable.
Well, it's a lie.
I can't condone these accusations. Plate golf is there's high standards here. We can't condone these sort of accusations. So you may be booed out in the course.
I quite understand. Well, who wouldn't be booed with this accent?
Yes, well, anyway, we kind of wish you the best of luck, but hopefully someone else will win.
The Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament is brought to you in association with our friends at Fight Milk, and we're happy to announce that this year's odds have been calculated and provided by one of our new partners, Pikey Mikey's Bookies, your one-stop shop for plate golf betting. Prior to tee-off, Putter Prince got the latest odds from Glenfeshie's own version of John McCurrick, Pikey Mikey.
Just before we take to the first tee of the final, it's just a quick chance to catch up with the latest betting odds with Pikey Mikey. Pikey Mikey, run us through the latest betting and how things have been working out.
Well, Kenny's not much of a dark horse. He had a good round last year. This year, all the stops out.
He's been sublime, he really has.
Some superb shot, hitting 2s, unheard of. And Rossi, he seems to have overcome his demons of his mind, so he's in there. And Dickie's always the dark horse tipped from the start.
Dark horse Dickie.
He's got to be there. Your Lee, monster throw, so opens up hole 4, I think it was. Great for him, but the short one with the trees could be difficult. And Andy, everyone thought he'd be a good newcomer, but no one thought he'd perform as well as he did. He's a solid player, but he can hit the shots when the pressure's on.
It's a very impressive debut, I have to say.
Yeah.
But Pikey Mikey, thanks very much. We'll get over to the players' introductions now.
Thank you for these odds, Pikey Mikey. However, here at the JHPGT are legally obliged to remind you at home, please bet responsibly. So there we are. The course is in pristine condition and the crowd are expectant. The weather has seemed to have held out for the majority of this afternoon. Conditions are perfect for plate golf. But who will the sun be shining on after it is all over? Who will be crowned champion of the Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament 2014? It's time to go over to Fraser for the players' introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2014 Judge Hardy Invitational Plate Golf Tournament. Please welcome your finalists. Taking to the tee first, John, the historian Deck. Lee, chicken dog leg Kerr. Andy, albatross Robertson. Ewan, the phantom flan flinger Ross. Our course favourite, Kenny Hilly Toms. And may the best man win. And the tension is really building. The prize, as we all know, the greatest in plate golf. Everyone wants to win it. Let's move on to the first tee. And we welcome Judge Hardy, the
Booze Caddy.
Booze Caddy, and competition that has been named after you, good self. We'd just like to give us a little introduction to Fight Milk, our sponsors, who have kindly sponsored this year's tournament.
Fight Milk is, of course, the elixir of plate golf. It's been used to fortify plate golfers for many years. It's a wonderful drink made of apparently crow's egg and other ingredients. It's quite delightful. Would you like to try?
I've heard it's highly nutritious.
It is, yeah. Hey-o. Isn't that nice?
Delicious.
Anyway, Kenny, another shot before you take a shot?
No, thank you. The one's quite enough.
Yes, it's a Kentucky-style matured whiskey that's brewed and bottled in the Netherlands.
Onwards.
Onwards. It's a good start.
Okay.
Cheers. Thank you, Fight Milk.
it kicks.
Oh, he's across the road!
Fairly conservative. Nobody wants to.
Fight milk for win Buckfast just isn't enough.
Oh, fuck. Right. So from the line, yeah?
Oh! Skimmed it. That was fucking skimmed it.
I'll take it, I'll take it.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Lee's next on the tee.
Big drive,
Thank you very much. Was it fish milk? What was it? Fight milk. It's a bit fishy.
Showing off your galley there, King. Low flyer.
It's come up a little short.
The best group in the heat.
Got one in you.
Oh, that's good, eh? Fight milk. Yours in your chest. Well, that'll do.
We saw some solid drives. Nobody wanted to take too many risks. Nobody really went for the pin. Everything to play for.
Oh, it's an early shock. Yeah, it was really showing, aren't they? Yeah, the excitement's powerful.
That's a terrific
shot.
That's a good one.
Oh! Some of that Tom's magic showing already.
Bad kick.
Oh!
It's a disaster.
Well done, nice shot. Oh, nice shot. Well done, Lee.
Well done.
Good recovery.
At the line, not the legs.
I hear that a lot. In the long grass, Andy is.
Oh, quick, Andy.
Panther.
Oh! Miss.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Take a step.
Oh! How costly could that be?
Is that an early 5?
Nice. Tom's keeping up the form.
Oh shit, sorry.
There's a big rocket by you.
I've got his number.
Dave just run us through the scores from hole 1.
As you can see, most of them are all steady 4s. However, Kenny's wonderful second shot
Making my money
got him
look
a 3 in. Disaster for you and Ross in the first hole. 5, he's hoping to make that shot back in the next one.
There you have it. The favourite takes the lead early on. We'll take to T2.
Oh no!
There's a face of disappointment right there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh no.
Do you know what? Fortune favours the brave yet again.
Proving to be a duty.
Horrific.
Over the head.
Where's the tee?
Just get past the first.
Ah, there is a. Come on, Andy! Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, yes. Well played, that man.
Phenomenal drive there from Rossi. He's certainly stamped his authority on this hole. Wojciech, a few words for the camera. What do you feel you brought to this year's tournament? Unfortunately, you didn't make the cut, but you're one of the first Polish competitors we've had in Glenfeshie here.
Very, very excited actually.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyway, we better catch up with the action.
Because I'm coming up Wilson's back passage. Get that on camera. Again? Again, for the second time today. That was a bit shit as well, but at least it's a better angle than the first one, my god.
These are rules official.
Alright. That's some shot.
Good shot.
That's where it lands. Take a step from where it lands.
Yeah.
Oh dear god.
Just break it. Just rip the big
No, you can't
break.
you can't do that.
No, it's dead. That's live. It looks dead.
Good.
Oh.
Well played that man.
Didn't reach. Nice.
Oh! Signal, I think.
Oh, unlucky man, unlucky.
We've had a big development on hole 2. If we could just grab a word with Kenny Toms here. Kenny has lost his rim. Kenny, tell us about the rim.
It's a devastating turn of events, I have to say. I've a great deal of apprehension now about how my drives are going to go, because it's just not the same. You need that little smooth edge and that extra weight for the long drive.
Absolutely. Wilson's corridor has claimed another victim.
It's not a good turn of events, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, everything's up in the air here. The favourite has lost his rim. Who knows what this competition is going to bring.
Rossi pulls back after a disappointing first hole.
All in one, guys.
Thrilling stuff. Thank you, gentlemen. Clearly our finalists are out for the win. They are certainly going for it. We've already seen a couple of tree-bound drives and a broken rim at Wilson's corridor. As expected, this final is proving as competitive as we had hoped. However, with Kerr and Robertson level pegging, and both Ross and Dick dropping shots, Toms is already looking like pulling away from the rest. Can he be stopped? Let's find out. Back onto the course we go. I believe they're ready to tee off at hole 3, Death Valley.
He has your fight milk.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Pete, are you filming?
Yep, go.
Oh, that's a good job.
That's quite a way past.
Series of controversial drive.
Overcooked it.
Nice. Solid, nice.
It's just rude. He wants to win.
Lovely.
Oh, lucky, I thought we'd have kicked back.
Andy's up.
Not too really, wouldn't it? Fight ball.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, I kicked. Oh. Kept it straight, kept it straight. Definitely mean, thank you. Right. We need to come back here, because this was pish last hole.
Yes!
I mean 4, of course.
Well, Death Valley hasn't quite lived up to its names. There's been no deaths, but there's been some very difficult shots, and it's going to be very interesting.
Rossi first.
Almost.
Threes all round, it looks like.
You can probably agree.
The rules of golf not to take the person furthest away.
Calling the game.
Play golf then.
Ultimate confidence. As you can see the scores, it was a hole-in-one chance. Threes all about. It just shows how much stress they are under during this tense final.
Move on to one of the longest holes in the course, commonly known as Doggy's Quarry Part 1.
Strong.
That's decent. Terrific drive off the tee there.
The next that'll be Kenny.
Rimless Kenny.
Favourite Kenny Toms takes to the tee.
Rimless Tom.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful. Good shot. The rim, loss of rim doesn't seem to be affecting his performance.
Big throw, he's got up. Monster throw, Lee Kerr.
Known for his long drives. It's very favourable.
Andy.
So long today.
Let's have a look in the bar here.
Nice. Should be a best in there for you.
And Dickie.
Very evenly matched. John Dick takes to the tee. That's probably the poorest drive we've seen.
I think the pressure's
But it's very close. It's even Stevens. I think it could be anyone's hole this.
Stand back, Dave.
Nice recovery.
Nice.
Oh, great shot.
Nice. Look at this.
Nice.
Hey.
Like I didn't reach it. That's
This is Dogger Forest.
Oh! It's a dive and a twist, whereas a step takes me there.
Steak and a lunge.
I think it's got to be a step and a lunge.
Oh!
Stop. Good God.
Oh. What?
crucial shot here.
Boo.
Oh,
Whew.
Nice.
Is that Kenny?
What do you think?
Certainly can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shots.
Only one.
Yeah, possible, isn't it, on this one?
Oh, the drone's up.
That's good.
Look
That's
at that.
very
I like
good.
it, I like it.
Come on.
Oh.
What a shot! What a shot!
This should help me get it right.
Mike, run!
Delightful, thank you.
Lovely
That's
shot.
nice as well.
Yeah.
Good kick as well. About the right land. Leave it.
Lovely stuff.
This wide expanse. There's lots to go.
Nice.
More.
Nice.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Perspective lied us, but nevertheless, that was good.
Okay, yep. There was a 5 minute break at the last hole, so we're getting involved this time. Right. We get an extra large squig.
Big squigs.
Cheers, white milk.
Somebody on my beverage.
Yeah, I'm covered in. I went for a roll in this header.
Oh, cruel.
Finest Dutch bourbon.
Oh, it's fucking horrible. I mean, it's awesome and brilliant, and they should sponsor schools.
Oh, bit of kick there.
That's a good shot.
Good shot though.
Celebrity John here. Doggers Quarry drop as it's known. What did you make of that? That was a pretty solid drive. You seemed to catch a thermal there as your shot was going through.
I mean, I'm living through some pretty serious geography just now, but if I'm honest, I'm disappointed. It's been a poor start. Dropped some shots. I'm angry with myself, but I'm more disappointed in letting down that generation of kids who follow the sport. I think that I really need to bring it round to get them back on side. You know, it's our responsibility to throw plates responsibly. And as I have some Greek heritage, it's particularly my burden to carry.
Onwards
Heart
and
take.
upwards.
Heart take.
Onwards and upwards.
Oh. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Kenny Tom's there showing his skills.
Andy.
Nice one.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. You're all true scholars. True scholars.
Late scores here from Dave Swabby.
Just Kenny with his marvellous 2 at this hole.
It's a 2 day.
By 17 points, but still close. A couple shots here and there, but with these tricky holes to come, anything could happen.
We'll see if we can grab a quick word with the leader as we've just passed the halfway stage. Kenny Toms.
We're over halfway now.
Kenny Toms, a quick word for the camera. We're 5 holes in, you're leading the pack. You were the favourite before we came out on course. It's your competition to lose, I fear.
I fear that as well, Fraser. Yes, you're quite right. Yeah, it's the pressure's building, I have to say. It's going to be a difficult last few holes, and the competition is fierce.
Indeed.
Rossi in particular, oh, what a man.
But you played Dogger's Quarry, seems to be one of your favourite holes, Dogger's Quarry.
Yeah, I do like a bit of dogging.
You do, yeah, it shows.
So here we are at the halfway point. Tom's leading by a single shot on 17, closely followed by Robertson and Ross on 18, and Dick and Kerr are behind on 19. Only 2 strokes separate all 5 finalists, but who will be the first to break under pressure? With at least 2 other players now playing rimless, this competition could get even more interesting. Back to the action at hole 6, the Fight Milk Folly.
Oh, it's short. Oh, it's short. Live here. Short.
I'll take the angle though, I'll take that.
Oh, very, very close. Fight milk. Cheers.
The Lee's burst. Go Lee. Drop it like it's hot. Yes.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Out of the bag.
What a shot!
Boom. Yeah, Lee, did you drop it like it was hot? Okay. No. Fucking drop it like it was hot. Yeah. Outstanding coaching advice.
We talking.
Over there. Is it me?
Yeah, drop it like it's hot.
Fucking hard act to follow, I think.
Oh, so close.
Not to be. Not to be.
Oh, shot, Rossi!
Go back, that branch right there.
Fucking fish flaps.
Oh, unlucky man, unlucky. That's put you right back in again, too.
Lee, Fight Milk Folly there seemed to favour you. That was arguably the shot of the final so
Thank you,
far.
Fraser, thank you.
You hold out in 2.
Yeah.
Talk us through it.
Well, basically, I dropped it like it was hot, and it went and it hit and it was good.
And I'll just second that, it was hot.
It was hot. Thanks, thanks. Fraser.
Thanks, Lee. Hole 7.
What? Wait a minute now. Oh, yes, I do understand. Yes, I understand completely, yes. There appears to have been some skullduggery on the course. A plate has gone missing. I've been told that Kerr cannot locate his plate, and due to plate golf regulations, he may have to forfeit his place in the final. Fraser, can you tell us what is happening?
Drama on the course, bit of controversy there. Lee had lost his plate for a second there, was at risk of being disqualified from the tournament with the 5-minute plate loss rule. Turns out one of his fellow competitors, Ewan Ross, had actually concealed the plate, so there's a lot of controversy here, and it's really put a lot of tension on the rivalry.
Scumbag.
Here we are, the wall.
Supposedly.
Hole 7.
Oh!
Cleared the wall. That was solid. Lee's suddenly looking like a real contender here.
Come on, chain leg.
Ever since he dropped like it was hot.
Dickie.
Oh, he's gone right. Left in fact. I'll take that though, I'll take that. We're alright.
The rims are lost.
With both anticipation and trepidation. Lovely.
No, it's rubbish. Oh, look at that. That's short.
Really
That's
rubbish.
it.
Bad lie.
Get down, you son. White milk. You'd play better than you saw draw here.
It's better and better.
Viking champion since 2013.
Oh, the back way, Eddie.
It's good. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's fucking right there. Give me 2.
Give me 2.
Get me like that.
Oh!
So close.
Yeah.
Let's go anywhere.
Oh, isn't it?
Concentration.
Oh! Chicken leg, bringing it.
He's hot. He's hot. Well played, that man.
Solid displays from Robertson and Dick there, but it's Kerr showing his class. He didn't seem too phased at all from Plategate. Who wrote this stuff? As he struck an incredibly long-range putt. That's 2 pins in a row that he's hit from distance. Could he be mounting a challenge to Tom's lead? Back to hole 8, the rimbuster, with Carer teeing off.
Done that before.
Like a flasher.
Oh, right.
Oh!
Fucking dropped like it was hot again.
Turtle head toss, oh dear. Can't believe I came up with that one. Oh dear. Oh! You didn't take your plate milk, so you can take it now. Oh. That was the problem.
Oh! I like the line. I don't like the tree.
Oh, Rossi.
God, shit. Manly swing there.
Go on, Rossi. Right you through. Laser.
Not a good hole.
Still going. Well, Andy, you're worth £3,000 to me, so.
No one's ever said that before, eh? That's really touching, eh? Really moving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, beauty!
Nice check, well played.
Gosh.
Come on. Nice.
Does it dive?
I like to step
And off.
Oh, it's an obvious dive, I mean, surely.
There is. There's two.
Gotcha!
Oh, two more.
Two.
Yeah.
Back in. I think I'm two off the face though, so. One off, last hole.
I can say I would be proud of that leap. From the gate.
The spirit of the anther is within him.
Just. People have been working on their diving shots.
We're moving on to the last hole, affectionately known as Sheep Tickler's Ridge. There's everything to play for. Talk us through the scores, Dave.
Well, after the last couple of holes, people have dropped shots, people have picked up shots with some fabulous shots. There actually is a joint tie at the moment with Kenny and Lee after a fantastic 2-2-2 last 3 holes from him. Many of them are still in it, only 1 shot away. I knew how deadly the scores can be.
So it's Toms and Kerr leading the pack, Robertson and Ross behind them, and Dick trailing behind them, surely regretting his foolhardy and costly tee shot on the second hole. But as we saw from last year's final, anything can happen at the death. So it's over to the final hole, Sheep Tickler's Ridge, and all to play for.
Whoa.
Good.
That's good. Well done, Lee. It opens up. Well done.
Yeah.
Next.
Ooh. Josh.
Oh. Erratic. A cool bounce.
Tricky one.
Bounce.
So if you can cover that right. The thing is, if you hit it, it goes left.
Oh, it's good.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll do.
I'll take that.
Yeah, well done, Kenny.
He's going.
Oh!
All depends on the bounce though.
He's running. Oh, he's getting shot.
Come on!
Phenomenal!
Oh, bouncer off!
Game on!
Game on!
Oh, what a shot!
Oh!
In for a 2, or in for a 3 rather. Oh!
Lee has to get this one to go for a playoff.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Wojtek, step back a bit. There we go.
The final scores, level 3s for the last hole, which means for the first time ever we have a playoff. Between Kenny and Lee. Both on 28. Rossi had 29 along with Andy, and Dickie had 30.
3 points in the final.
This is incredible. For the first time in plate golf history, the final will be decided by a playoff. Ross, Robertson and Dick played admirably, but a late run by the long putting carer means that the tournament favourite Toms was caught at the final hole. Fraser is with the two men now, before they play head to head for the trophy.
Okay, we're witnessing history here, 2014, Glenfeshie. For the first time, we have reached a playoff stage. Kenny Toms, Lee Kerr, tied on 28 strokes. Who's going to win this? We really don't know. Kenny, the pressure must be getting to you. You came in as the favourite.
Yeah, I can feel it now. To be honest, I think I should basically hand the title to Lee. My legs are done. That's it. One more slug of that white milk and I'm finished.
That's white milk.
Excellent. Thank you.
Lee,
yes.
Okay. Few words here.
Yes.
You're being called the comeback king.
Right.
A few holes ago, it looked like maybe it wasn't going to be your year, and now
it did.
You're on the rise.
Yeah.
I think you could possibly take Tom's here.
Yeah, I think he's looking old and tired. To be fair, we were happy to split the title this year, but we had a disagreement about taking it on weekends. So
apparently, Steve was saying you pay per letter, and it was too costly to have two names.
I can understand. So we'll play
on
it
the trophy.
We'll play it out in the spirit of the game.
Can we see a handshake between you?
Certainly.
The best man win.
Fuck you, fuck you, Toms.
Here are playoff time. The toss.
Kenny, you call it.
Tails, please.
We have a heads.
Heads.
So we make a tee.
Lee, show me the way, Lee.
Oh, sorry. Cheers, everybody. Fantastic tournament.
Once more into the breach, guys. Once more into the breach. It's an emotional moment.
It's a very emotional moment.
I think we all feel tears.
Yeah.
What tears? Tears.
Tears and tears.
Don't do it, JHPGT.
Cleared the edge, got a kick
Good.
off. Nice start.
Some final.
Rossi, where's the tee? Where's the pin?
Where did Rossi say?
Think about it, Lee.
That's enough of that.
It's a Lee Kerr throw, so.
Oh. Didn't have the height.
Oh, Kenny! Oh!
Lee, genuinely, go on, go on.
Oh my!
Wow. This is my mark.
Stevie in a cowpat.
The boots failed!
Oh no!
I think tap out for a 4.
Don't miss. Go on. Don't miss.
Extreme drama here. You could not write this. I mean, we thought we'd seen it all, and now it's just gone to the next level. Lee has he's pulled off an amazing comeback there. Kenny, the sight of victory was in Kenny's grasp, and unfortunately the dive just wasn't quite enough. So here we are onto hole 2 of the playoff, and it's too close to call.
Okay, here we go.
You're putting it away. Whoa! Whoa. Hard one.
Redraw.
I think it's a weight.
Lovely shot.
I'm going right at the flag. Yeah.
Go for
None of this pushing around to the left. I'm going fucking right for that flag. Right, you ready? Nowhere near.
The bookies are sweating.
What do you like?
Lovely shot.
Oh.
I think that's shot.
Oh my god, no.
Oh! It's got to be a dive.
Dive! Style, you know. Come on.
In style. Downhill.
Any last words?
I'm going to kill myself here. I'm going to go for something a bit ludicrous.
Paul. Lee. Dedicated to the anthem.
Do it for New Zealand.
This is for New Zealand. This is for Jan.
Hey!
Woo!
We have a champion, 2014. Judge Hardy, plate golf tournament champion, Lee Kerr. It's a tricky hole, we've seen many rims busted, but Lee's overcome it all. He's taken Kenny down, the favourite. It's remarkable scenes here.
I told him to drop like it was hot.
Lee,
From then on,
tell us your emotions here. You've just won the creme de la creme.
Yes, it's been a long time coming. I'm very happy to be here, Fraser. Thank you for what a wonderful day, and I'd like to thank Kenny. What a wonderful competitor. But what a pish last hole. He had a shocker, so I'm happy to be here.
Your game just seemed to get better and better. Do you think the fight milk enhanced your performance?
Completely, 100%, yes indeed. If it wasn't for the fight milk, I think it could have been a very different day.
We've got a sore loser. You were the favourite. You made it. You made it to the... You almost made it, but you didn't.
Yeah, it was that final guy. Threw it all away in hope of glory.
But you've got to take heart from probably being the most consistent player, and you'll come back next year and I think you'll be stronger, better.
Yeah, I'll be certainly drunker. Yeah. Without doubt. Gin is the way forward. 2 gins, Toms, I say.
And next we'll have the presentation of the trophies. So we'll get back to the clubhouse. Thanks.
Incredible! After 18 holes of high-class qualification, 9 holes of a 10s final and a further 2 nail-biting playoff holes, Lee Chicken Dogleg Kerr is the 2014 JHPGT champion. It's a story that's all too familiar for regular watchers of the sport. We have seen it all before. Toms was struck with Yantra fever, blowing his chances of glory on a dive, which ultimately did not pay off. Great credit must go to the 3 other finalists. With margins so narrow, any of them could have won the tournament. But in the end, it was Kerr who prevailed. Well, all that remains for me to say is thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time here at the Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament. I'll leave you with the trophy presentation. I've been Judge Hardy Senior. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.
Lee, come and get your prize.
Chicken leg.
Cherish it.
Beautiful.
Put it somewhere special.
I will.
For all to see.
Until next year.
Until next year. And it's open for everyone.
A few words.
Speech.
A few words.
Speech.
Well, thank everybody for turning out. It's been a wonderful day, and there's been a lot of effort gone in, so thank you very much. Thanks to Rossi for all the food as well. It's been fantastic.
Absolutely. A round of
applause for Rossi. And yeah, get up, yes.
2014 Plate Golf Champion.